talking, Magnus Sykes. Hey man, I love your channel. Magnus Sykes been sending me the link for how the WWE should have booked ending the streak. And I watched your video, how WWE should have booked the NWO, and I thought it was fantastic. NWO. Too sweet! And I'm going to check out this how WWE should have booked the ending of the streak. Because you did, man. That NWO angle you did was great. That was perfect. I fucking loved it, man. It made me want to see it. So I got to see how you booked this.
Woo, woo, woo. Do, 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 do.
Don't do that, please.
Hello there, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com and welcome to How WWE Should Have Booked, where I look back at infamous WWE misbooking opportunities and talk about how I book them differently because I'm a smartass. This week, now this has been requested a lot, how WWE should have booked the ending of The Undertaker's undefeated streak. Now for those of you who are watching this and don't know what The Undertaker's streak was, first of all, how are you here? And second of all, The Undertaker wins at WrestleMania. That's what he does.
Yes.
Everyone steps up to try and beat him, no one can. He's the John Cena of WrestleMania. Undertaker wins, lol. At about WrestleMania 21, when The Undertaker's winning streak was at 30-0, the company started treating it like this unassailable challenge. You know, people stepping up to The Undertaker year after year to try and end the streak, hitting an old man with as many finishes as they could, and not being able to get the job done. Now, if you think that sounds rubbish, it really, really wasn't. Because his matches with the people who tried to beat the streak were often one of the best matches on the WrestleMania card, especially his ones against CM Punk, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels especially. And a lot of people thought that the streak couldn't have been beaten until...
Who's gonna show that black dude?
So basically, Brock Lesnar hit The Undertaker with his third F5 and beat the streak, it ending at 21-1. So how did Brock Lesnar use this amazing amount of momentum that he just got from beating The Undertaker's undefeated streak? Well, he crushed John Cena at SummerSlam for the title. That's a good start. Then he only retained the title by DQ at Night of Champions. What? But then he, went on a tear at the Royal Rumble. Great. And then he lost the title after Seth Rollins cashed in and pinned Roman Reigns. Okay, so that's uneven. Yes, Brock Lesnar became a monster after conquering The Undertaker's undefeated streak, but he was a monster anyway. I mean, surely if they just wanted to market Brock Lesnar as this unbeatable monster, they could have just not have him be beaten, John Cena and Triple H. If they wanted to do that, they didn't need to feed The Undertaker's undefeated streak to him, did they? No, they didn't. So, how would I have booked the ending of the streak? I wouldn't have. So long, everybody! Oh, I suppose you want more than that, Your Majesty. Okay, well, looking at how to end The Undertaker's undefeated streak, you have to look at who needs it most. Is it Daniel Bryan? Is it CM Punk? Is it Tensai? No. The person who needs it most is John Cena. Okay, hold on, everybody. Now, please don't hurt my family. They've got nothing to do with this. John Cena, I can hear you all screaming inside your own head.
No.
He doesn't need that.
Fuck
He's
you.
a 8-time world champion. He's the face of the company. He's Superman. He's woo woo woo, do 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 do. And yes, you're right, even though you got a bit weird at the end there. John Cena, it seems like, doesn't need this huge laudable victory, but actually, he does.
Fuck him!
He really does, because there's loads of ways to make a main event talent, but there's only one way to do a John Cena heel turn.
Alright, I'm listening.
It's the John Cena heel turn. It's basically the Loch Ness monster of the WWE. People are convinced that it exists. They
I'm
look
listening.
for evidence wherever they can find it.
I take back the fuck you.
Wet, hopeful tears streaming down their poor, lonely faces. The truth is,
see what
it
he's gonna
probably
do.
will never happen because there's no right way to do it. Except there was, have him cheat to win at WrestleMania against The Undertaker.
Yeah, that it did.
Okay, so we're at the
That
Royal
it
Rumble
did.
2014, and John Cena's not battling Randy Orton for the bazillionth time. No, he's in the Royal Rumble, and he narrowly loses to Daniel Bryan. Let me dream. So, the next night on Raw, John Cena, he can't go to WrestleMania for the title, so he wants the next best thing. In fact, he wants a thing that's even better. He wants to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So he comes out and says, Undertaker, wabba-doo, do-do-do-do. Come at me, bro. The champ is here, etc. However, nothing happens. Everyone looks at the Titantron.
No boom.
Seems like, well, that's embarrassing. So then he goes on and wrestles his match and wins. Before John Cena wrestles, every single week, he challenges The Undertaker. He says, come at me, Undertaker. Come on, dead man. We could have an amazing competition. May the best man win. Every time, nothing. He just wins his match, looks at the camera and goes, dead man, what's going on? Do.
Please stop doing that, man.
But John Cena goes to find Kane. He says, hey, devil's favorite demon, can you hook a brother up? I need to find your brother. And Kane's like, no, I'm not telling you where The Undertaker is. And John Cena's like, come on, I want to beat him at WrestleMania, come on. And Kane's like, no. So John Cena says, well, if you think The Undertaker's scared, Kane then attacks John Cena and they get into a huge brawl. A match is set for next week at Elimination Chamber. John Cena versus Kane. And you know it's going to be the standard fare. John Cena lifts Kane up on his shoulders, about to hit the AA, then suddenly we hear this. And the lights go out. And then suddenly the lights come back up. John Cena's looking all around him. He can't see The Undertaker. There is no Undertaker. He turns around into a tombstone. Bang. 1, 2, 3. So the next night on Raw, John Cena comes out and he's his typical happy-go-lucky self. Ah, you got me, Undertaker. What do? And...
Did you stop?
Seriously, come down to the ring and let's, talk about this. I want to challenge you to a match. Again, The Undertaker doesn't show up. And John Cena's starting to get visibly pissed by this point. Week after week, The Undertaker just completely no-shows him, leaving John Cena alone and humiliated. Until eventually, John Cena takes to the mic and says, right, okay, you want something on the line, probably, so this is what I'm going to do. If I don't beat you at WrestleMania, I will quit the WWE for a year. Okay, not, quit the WWE entirely, because no one's going to believe that. But I will quit WWE for a year. The fans will be like, oh, maybe Cena's vanishing for a year. Maybe he's got another movie. Maybe he wants to take a holiday. Who knows? But yeah, that seems like a reasonable enough stake. So as soon as John Cena puts that on the line, doom, gong, blackout, out comes The Undertaker. The Undertaker says, deal, and John Cena is typical happy-go-lucky. He says, well, may the best man win, Jack. The Undertaker slaps him, and John Cena then attacks him, tries to put him in the AA, but gets tombstoned. So then we get to WrestleMania 30, and this match goes on last. Sorry, Daniel Bryan and title shot, but honestly, it'll be worth it. So it's the main event, Undertaker versus John Cena, and the fans are like, maybe Cena could do it, because no one else thinks that anyone else could do it, but the WWE, they're fanatical about John Cena, so maybe, just maybe. So the match is going along, and Cena's throwing everything he's got at the dead man. AA after AA after AA after, can't see me.
Don't do it.
Fist in the face.
Thank you.
Nothing's working. So Cena's getting more and more sort of pent up and infuriated. And then he punches The Undertaker. The Undertaker falls back into the referee, hits him with his elbow, and then John Cena looks at him. He looks at the fallen Undertaker, looks at the fallen referee, then he looks at the fans. He goes out of the ring.
Gets a chair.
Picks up a steel chair, comes in, pauses, hits The Undertaker with it. He hits him with it again and again and again and again, breaking the chair on The Undertaker. Then he wakes up the referee, hits The Undertaker with one last AA. 1, 2, 3.
I could let
Stands
that
up.
go.
Everyone is stunned. No one thought he could really do it. He just looks at the crowd and then he smiles.
Yep.
And everyone starts to boo. And the boos will be deafening. Because here,
there'll be trash in the ring and everything.
One thing you thought would never happen, you've seen two things, and it's all in the same match. John Cena turning heel and beating the streak. And suddenly everyone's like, oh my god. Because that's how you have to package it. A John Cena heel turn. But the problem is they want it too much. They sort of believe that Like Hogan's heel turn for WCW, John
perfect.
Cena's heel turn is what the wrestling industry needs to reinvigorate it. They think that everything will be great once John Cena turns bad, so they want it too much. So in order to make it actually a heel turn, in order to give John Cena actual heel heat, you have to bundle it with something they really don't want. And when you think about it, no one really wanted to see the streak end.
No.
Now, how the WWE would book a heel John Cena, that's probably a story for another episode. But that's how I book the ending of the streak. Do you disagree? Tell me about it.
No, I
in the
don't.
comments. Don't forget to like.
He needs to be a writer for the
Also, tell me what
WWE.
you'd like to look at next.
WWE, look up this man.
I'm Adam from What
Look him up. I'd watch the shows he books. Shit. Good job, man. I actually would take that. I would take that. I would take that. I would. I'd be totally fine with that. I'm going to have to react to some more of your videos, man. You did a damn good job. Magnus, make sure you go to this man's channel, show him some love, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 1 million subscribers. Do, 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 do. Whoa!